Yeah, we back with another reflection on the Daily Vedantic. Today's reflection is on one of the most unique aspects of Advaita Vedanta. This ancient, timeless philosophical tradition has a handful of unique aspects to it. But certainly one thing that I have never heard in any other philosophical framework or world tradition that I've come across is the notion that this philosophy itself disavows its own truth. Meaning that it openly says this is not the truth. This is just a pointer to the truth. Famously, there is an example of the moon branch analogy where it is like trying to show someone at dusk where the moon is. They can't quite see it, and it's maybe an outline, very faint outline of a waning moon, and they can't quite see it. So you say, it's right over there. They don't see it. You say, it's right over there. You see towards that big tree? And they're like, yeah. Okay, you see that big tree, that one branch that's sticking out further than any other? And they say, yeah. Okay, look at that. And then right past that. And then they say, oh, I see the moon now. Chandra Shakanaya is the Sanskrit for this moon branch analogy, where the philosophy is like the branch pointing to the truth, but it openly says, explicitly says, this is not the truth. The truth is not in words. In the West, we often synonymize truth with a linguistic observation, truth with language, truth with words. In the beginning was the word. And when taken literally, we think, okay, the truth must be in words. When Christ's words were not the truth, it was what he was pointing towards, the transformation, the inner transformation that he was pointing towards that would lead us to the truth. Even the inner transformation wasn't the truth. It was just what was and is required for us to experience the truth. In the East, truth is experiential. It is explicitly not in words. Truth is an experience. And even that is just a pointer, because the ultimate truth, absolute truth, the fourth state, the awakened state, enlightenment, liberation, moksha, self-realization, those are not experiences in the traditional sense, because for there to be an experience, as we've noted before on this podcast, there must be a subject and its environment, subject and object relationship. But in a non-dual state of enlightenment, realization, moksha, liberation, that state is non-dual. There is nothing but pure awareness, as it is said. Pure awareness, not awareness of anything, not a conditioned consciousness, but consciousness alone, pure consciousness. Something that all of these words fail to describe, will always fail to describe. Like trying to explain surfing and someone having the experience of surfing just by hearing our words. The poet, as Alan Watts would often say, has the impossible challenge of effing the ineffable. Life, experiences, the thrill of riding down a wave is beyond words. It is an ineffable experience. The absolute is that to the infinite degree. Ineffable. It is impossible to put into words. This philosophy is just open about that. That this is just a pointer. It's also talked about like the dream lion that we've noted in a recent podcast. I think we did about 2 or 3 weeks ago. This philosophy is talked about like a dream lion to wake us up. The lion is very much in the dream. But it has this unique characteristic that it is so frightening in the dream. But it has this unique characteristic that it is unlike the trees in the dream, unlike running in the jungle. The lion in this dream scenario has this unique capability of waking us up, even if it is, like I said, very much in the dream. This philosophy, anything in a book, anything that can be talked about, Anything conceptual is not the truth. The best we can hope for is that it wakes us up. And therefore, like the truth, it is invaluable. That is today's reflection on the Daily Vedantic. We'll see you next time.